What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60.
Because, saying Floyd Money Mayweather, surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen. So I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit. But something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care.
I owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money.
It's now been confirmed, after lots of rumors and talk, that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke, losing all of his wealth. Just as many reports had suggested, would you like me to expand this into a longer paragraph or keep it brief like this?
That's tuned in. Everybody see you and they say, all right, he has all of the money and he has to be extremely happy. But we know money don't always bring happiness.
Oh, absolutely not.
Mayweather's bankruptcy came to light after 8 lawsuits were filed against him. These cases pushed authorities to dig into his finances to make sure he could cover his debts, and possibly avoid jail time in the process. Want me to keep going with more lines or revise the tone further?
Point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell.
As the investigation continued, a trusted news outlet reported that Floyd Mayweather's total assets might not be enough to cover what he owes. He's reportedly in serious debt, not just in the US, but also in places like Dubai and Mexico. Mayweather is said to owe large sums to jewelry stores, businesses, private individuals, and even some governments. On top of that, he's facing a massive tax bill that dates all the way back to his fight with Conor McGregor, reportedly in the hundreds of millions. There's more. Sources claim he's also behind on paying staff at his Mayweather gyms across the US, which has now led to a lawsuit against him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York. Yeah, I own that one. I own that one.
Seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
Let me say something. I got to quit.
Fans were stunned, and the news quickly became a trending topic across social media. Many couldn't believe it. Floyd Mayweather, broke? One person commented, I'll probably never earn even half of what he made, and yet I'd never let myself go broke like that. Most people blamed his over-the-top lifestyle. Some even saw it as a warning. Young boxers better learn from this fast, one user said. Another added, Mayweather is a perfect example of how a boxer shouldn't live.
Liverpool states.
Wow, no, they call him Money Mayweather. But where's your money?
He's walking around in women's Fendi clothing, taking, no disrespect.
Another person chimed in, saying, I don't get why these businesses keep selling jewelry to Floyd. Haven't they seen the reports about all the people and companies he still owes? Right now, he's a risk for any serious business. But not everyone was convinced Floyd's really struggling. One fan pushed back, saying, people have been talking about Mayweather going broke since his boxing days, but he's still out here buying luxury cars and flashy jewelry. Maybe it's time to stop obsessing over his lifestyle. You don't have to like how he lives, but come on, get on with your own life.
What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
We want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather deal. No comment. But they say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is.
After looking at Floyd Mayweather's total assets and comparing them to what he owes, it's very possible he's headed toward bankruptcy. His assets include Mayweather Promotions, his strip club, Girl Collection, multiple homes in Las Vegas and Los Angeles, his luxury car collection, jewelry, and a private jet to help cover the costs. He's already put 2 of his homes up for sale. In a surprising move, he also filed a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider, the outlet that questioned the truth behind his claimed $400 million real estate deal. According to Front Office Sports, Mayweather hopes that winning this lawsuit will help him clear much of his debt.
Now, still fighting these random people in random places.
Yeah.
For $5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset. Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in Prime, huh? Do something smart.
The lawsuit follows a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger, who claimed that Floyd Mayweather's supposed purchase of a 62-building real estate portfolio in Manhattan never actually happened. Geiger's article stated there was no proof of a sale. Mayweather's lawsuit argues that Geiger refused to review any documents related to the deal and that the report was an attempt to publicly embarrass him. According to the lawsuit, it wasn't just poor journalism, it was a targeted campaign of harassment and defamation, filled with misleading information and a clear bias against Mayweather's success.
My lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what?
In response, Business Insider stood firm, saying they would vigorously defend their reporting and the journalist involved, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt to discredit their work. This came after Mayweather announced his biggest deal yet, the purchase of 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. I own all these buildings. I don't have any partners, Mayweather said in a video shared on Instagram. The post also featured a slideshow of him touring the properties. And all the retail spaces below my buildings? They're mine too. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about building power.
Pushing each other to be great instead of arguing on social media. That's just my opinion. And push each other in a positive way. And, I found myself in the past, the younger Floyd Mayweather,
Mayweather claimed that his real estate investment firm, Vita Properties, paid $42 million for the properties. However, these bold statements don't seem to line up with the facts. A month after Mayweather's announcement, the buildings still hadn't changed ownership, according to New York City property records, which are typically updated quickly after a sale. There's no sign of a deal going through. Experts also noted that it doesn't seem like Mayweather is close to buying the buildings. Additionally, the NYC Housing Partnership, which helps manage many of the properties to ensure they stay affordable, said through a spokesperson that they haven't been notified of any sale in the works.
Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them in New York City right now, we're in their head. That's what we do. Come on. I feel like as you get older,
yep,
you have to look at things in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
My son this year is 26 years old. So in 4 years, my son will be 30. Then my daughter will be 29 in the 4 years. So
the NYC Housing Partnership confirmed that they haven't been notified about any pending sale or change in ownership. A spokesperson explained that typically, they would be informed about any transfer and would be involved in the process, but that hasn't happened. A source close to the deal revealed that Mayweather actually purchased a small minority stake in the portfolio, with the option to increase his share or eventually buy the entire portfolio. It's unclear if he plans to take up those options. Despite the uncertainty, Black Spruce Management, the company that owns most of the buildings, praised Mayweather as a reliable partner and great ambassador for affordable housing, noting that he has met all of his obligations so far.
VitaProperties.com.
Yeah.
We already talked about Mayweather Fitness. People, I got a team talking to me in different places.
Hey, I understand, man. It's a business.
I touch everything. So
that's your business, brother.
And if you're an adult,
yeah,
you come to Vegas, come see me at my Gentleman's Club, And if you like to skate, when you come to Vegas, come check us out at Skate Rock City.
All right. I appreciate it, Floyd. Thank you so much.
Mir Orbach, the CEO of the Orbach Group, which owns the remaining buildings in the portfolio, did not respond to multiple calls and emails about the acquisition. When asked about the deal, Isle Frist, CEO of Vita Properties, Mayweather's real estate firm, joined a phone call but introduced himself as James McNair, an executive involved in Mayweather's business ventures. However, the voice of the man on the call was noticeably different from known recordings of McNair. The person on the call claimed that Mayweather had acquired the portfolio but refused to provide details about the transaction. He did mention that Mayweather was drawn to these properties partly because of their rent-regulated apartments, noting that he had lived in affordable housing as a child.
I've been building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money.
The person explained that Mayweather felt it was cool because he could give back to the community while also making money. Once that idea clicked, Mayweather reportedly said, "I want to buy it all." James McNair did not respond to any calls or text messages, and Mayweather's lawyers also declined to comment. This deal is just one of several big real estate investments Mayweather has been promoting. Interestingly, a chance encounter more than 10 years ago seems to have helped him build valuable connections in the commercial real estate world.
All this fun days. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started. 36 months with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month.
What investment is that?
In real estate. I'm heavy in real estate. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very